Hello, my beautiful wildflowers. How are you today? Alexa's here with the Modesty. Well, today I got my package from Colourpop. And even though I said I wasn't going to get anything from Colourpop anymore, I couldn't resist this one. And you can find out why, and I will do a look for you. So just stay tuned. Okay, welcome back, my beautiful wildflowers. Well, today is a beautiful sunny day here in San Jose, California. I'm looking through my windows, and this is a good time for me to do a look for you. And first, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and open this box and then do a look. But prior to doing that, you know, we have to do our affirmations / quote, okay? And I was just flicking through my motivation app, and I came across this one, and I really like it. And that's why I want to share it with you. And I like it so much, I just shared it to my Instagram as well because I want other people to see it. And there it is. It's a little glary, and oh, you can see the background and the blue skies. But I'm going to read it to you anyway. It says, I maintain my sanity by keeping my distance. I maintain my sanity by keeping my distance. And sometimes it's really important for you to know yourself when it comes to things that bring you down or make you negative. And some people, no matter how much you want to love them or care for them, they just can't seem to get out of that rut. And no matter how much you try to help them and try to talk to them, there is still that negativity for whatever reason it may be. And after all the trials and everything you've tried, trying to reach out and everything else, sometimes you have to walk away and keep your distance. And it's, you know, it's difficult sometimes, especially if it's somebody that's your good friend or somebody you care about. But if you tried everything, but it continues to bring you down because of their negativity. And one of the things I have a most difficult time doing is walking away from something like that. But sometimes you have to keep your own sanity. But, you know, you can always check in with them and see if they're doing okay and everything else. But maybe just keep a little bit of, space bubble around you so that way you're not influenced by that negativity as well. And, there's nothing wrong with speaking to that person and being honest with them and say, I'm going to have to keep my distance from you right now because I'm already struggling with my things and I'm feeling a little negative, and I could just do all I can to keep myself above water, and your negativity is really affecting me. And that's very difficult to do. But, if you really care about somebody, those are one of the things that you have to do is point it out to them. Maybe they don't get it. Maybe they don't see it, because when you're close to something that close, you sometimes fail to see it. And it's happened to me in the past where I didn't realize that, I'm being a little bit of a, downer. And then I realized, wait, I really have to get out of this because people are going to start to distance themselves from me. And I don't want that. So, okay, to keep your own sanity, sometimes you have to make that difficult step, okay? So, yeah, it is definitely, work in progress, right? Okay, so that's that. And like I said today, I received it over the weekend, actually, but my weekend was just so crazy that I couldn't get this one video filmed, even though I wanted to, and I'm eager to open the box and make sure everything is okay. But this is Colourpop, and as you guys know, that I stopped ordering things from Colourpop because, it was rapid fire. I could not keep up with it. And then when I really look back on things, their colors are pretty similar, okay? And so if I look at all of my Colourpop palettes, and I have a lot of them, there's, they might not be exact, but they're very similar. And I just didn't need it anymore. And I'm trying to save for what I really don't have and what I really need. So yeah, that's hard. Okay, anyway, so it says established in LA, and that's Los Angeles, not Louisiana. And here it is, and Colourpop sends it in a very, nice box. I don't know if you can flip these inside out and use them like Erin Condren, but you know, I might try it. Okay, and then inside is a little card that says, thanks for being a cutie pie. There it is. Okay, and it says Colourpop. Kind of cute. And just my invoice. And it comes packaged like this, and they're pretty good at packaging. Even though, you know, I've had Colourpop sets that I've ordered, and no matter how well packaged they are, sometimes they get damaged. So I'm really looking forward to seeing it. And I did say that this is one of the, I didn't get the whole collection because I didn't need all of the pieces, but I really love these set of characters. It's a collaboration with Disney, but there's a special place in my heart for these characters, and so I just had to have it. And the colors, oh yeah, it's pretty bright. So yeah, let's see what I can do with it. And the collection is actually Nightmare Before Christmas. And I truly do love these characters. And in the back, it gives you all the shades. But I noticed that, you know, I kind of figured it would be this way, but I noticed that there are some shades that are dangerous to get in your eyes or that may stain. And if you've watched my videos in the past about Colourpop, I used to have Colourpop Fridays, I did explain that any shades with an asterisk next to the name of the shade, those are not safe for the eyes, and that's how Colourpop does it. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I'm going to see if, yeah, right there, you see that? And I think there's some, like here, okay, and I think one there, right? And so there are, let's see how many shades that are not safe to use near or on the eyes, really. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 out of 12 shades, so... And that's better than some other palettes by Colourpop, but not as good as others, right? But I really do love these characters, so I just had to get it. And let me see. I'll tell you the name of the shades, but they're very teeny tiny. So it says Zen, Meant to Be, Dear Friend, Is My Bad, In My Bad, Pumpkin Polish. I'm probably getting this all wrong, and I should probably, hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that, I'm back. I actually got my magnifying reader thingies, so let me start over. It's, first of all, it's Meant to Be, Dear Friend, In My Veins, Pumpkin Patch, Zero, Christmas Town, Frog's Breath, Dr. Finkelstein, What's This, Sandy Claus, Everybody Scream, and Halloween Town. So, yeah. And this is actually Halloween Town. We just finished with Halloween, right? So let me show you the shades in here. So it does, not all of Colourpop palettes come with a mirror. This one does. I just wanted to flash it up there because I want to block it out. And here are the shades, okay? And they are pretty, I don't know, they're pretty common if you ask me. But I'm going to try to see if I can make a look for you. But I do try to stay away from the Unsafe to the Eyes palette and save it for other parts of my face. So I'm probably going to go ahead and stay away from it. And so I'll go ahead and do a look for you, the eye look, and then what I'll do is come back and put on the rest of my makeup and then show you what the outcome is, okay? So let's get started. But of course, I'm not on my makeup table, so I forgot my brushes again, so hold on. Okay, I'm back again. So the shades that I'm gonna avoid, it's kind of a shame because these are the colors I think make the palette. And I don't want to get them near my eyes because I do take it seriously when they put that warning. It's because if something happens, you can't sue them, right? Because you go blind or whatever. Your eyeball gets a little bit of pink in there and it just doesn't go away. So the colors, and I can pretty much look at a palette and say which ones are going to be pigments. But one just kind of threw me because I'm like, really? This one too? So anyway, the ones that I'm going to stay away from, and that's not eye safe, is this one here. This one here, which I identified right away as pigments. But this one here really threw me because I'm like, really? That one is a pigment? But I had to look again, and it is. So now it limits me now to what kind of look I can do, but I will go ahead and do something I don't typically do, which is use black. And I'm probably going to go ahead and put that on the outside and see what happens. And so, yeah, let's get going. And I'm going to have to start with a small brush here if I'm going to use black. And I am using my Refer brushes. That's another reason why I'm not going to dip into pigments, because it will dye my natural bristles. So this is a Refer brush. And let me make sure. And I'm starting with number 13. And this is the smaller fluffy brush. Okay. And I'm glad that there is a mirror on here, so I don't have to grab another palette. Oh, and another thing I didn't show you that I got is this is a eyeshadow also. And I only got 2 things. And this eyeshadow here, and it's a cream eyeshadow. And I don't think I'm going to be using it today. I doubt it, because this is kind of like really, it's nice. I mean, it's a dual cream. Look, a cream, dual cream. Yeah, that could be a word. It's a dual chrome, as you notice. And so, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and use that, but it is one that I probably will use in the future. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to go ahead and use some dark colors that I don't typically use, especially, you know, like right on the outside. And these are very pigmented. And I can tell you right now, typical of Colourpop, it has quite a bit of kick up. If you can see it, I just dipped it really lightly. And look at the kick up on this one here, okay? And this color, the shade that I just dipped into is called In My Bones. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just very lightly tap. I mean, because look at that. You see how quick? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and pull you in so you can see. Okay. You see where I barely tapped, and this is what I got. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And by the way, you know that I have prepped my eyelids, and I used the Mario palette because I wanted to make sure I had got good coating. In this case, I would never use a concealer because concealers don't really protect or create a nice barrier. It does create a barrier, but not as nice as a waxy one, like the True primer. Couldn't think of the word. Okay, there we go. I'm just tapping it in there. And you know what? I would like to one day do like an all black eyeshadow look. Okay, guys, I'm so discombobulated today. I ran out of battery, and I haven't done that in so long, and I did it like last week, and now I did it again. I don't know. It must be a holiday brain or something. Who knows? But, yeah. Okay, that's kind of dark, but I'm just going to leave it tapped in there, and I'm going to go ahead and move to the other side. And I'm still having to blend that out when I start working with it. And today, it's the winter thing. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm hoping that this doesn't become muddy because my eyes are watering today. And that usually happens when the temperature drops. And it's not so much of a temperature drop today, but it's a temperature drop plus a wind. It's really windy here. So we do have an emergency, like a wind advisory. So, yep. And if it gets wet, it will get muddy. So I'm not going to poke at it for too long. And now I'm just going to blend this. Okay, next what I'm going to do is go into Dear Friend, which is this color right here. And I'm going to go ahead and help blend the black into my creases. And I am using my medium Refer, number 14. Okay? And it looks like this. Okay, next what I'm going to do is try to blend out the edges, and I'm going to be using my Refer, and this is the fluffiest one I have, is number 15, and it looks like this, okay? I'm not putting anything on it. I'm just going to grab the brush and just kind of like lightly try to blend it out, okay? I don't want to take it all the way off. I just want to go ahead and blend. Okay, now, as you notice, there is still kick up on this, and here's the color, the shade that I was using earlier. These two I've used, as you notice, there's a kick up, but it is very highly pigmented, and so, yeah, I kind of forgive it. And next, what I'm going to do, I think I will, since I cannot use the these three colors, whoops, wow, I'm really discombobulated. These three colors, nor this one. I think I'm going to go ahead and try this one here, I think maybe. Yeah, let's do that. And I will go ahead and use, this one is called Frog's Breath. Okay. And I will use my Ripper. And this is a flat brush. And it is 202, and as you notice, it is a flat brush. Okay, and I'm going to go in here, and this looks like a dual chrome, and let's see what happens. And I can always add some other things. Yeah, it's a dual chrome because it is a little bit harder to pick up on the brush, but when I do kind of dip in there, it does kick up pretty bad. So yeah, that's okay. I'm going to show you the kick up on this before I go. Okay, you see the kick up on it? Yeah. So, but that's okay. Let's see what happens with the color though. Okay, yeah, let's just go ahead and do that all over. Because it is the kind of like a dark look. Wow, it's kind of weird. It just kind of settled in that one spot. I don't like that. You know, because I have a very, well, not a very similar, it's the same shade, I think, both from Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona, and it doesn't do this. But the thing is, it looks like there's a lot that's coming onto the brush, because look at this brush, but it's not showing up on my skin. I'm having to really work it. So, yeah, interesting. Interesting. Okay. I don't know if the camera is capturing it, but there is definitely a shift. But it's pretty dark. You know, it's not. I'm not excited about this, to be honest with you. I mean, let's try another color, shall we? We will go ahead and put Dr. Finkelstein on, or is that? Yeah, maybe not. But how about let's do Pumpkin Patch? Sorry about that. I keep using my magnifying glasses. See. Okay, which is this one here, and I think that'll be a nice pop in the middle. I always do those, and I know some of you are like, God, you're always doing halo eyes. Yeah, because I need to put some pop in there. This one I'm gonna do with my finger, and this is very creamy. This is the first one that I actually stick my finger into, and as you notice, it always picks up really good pigments, and there it is. And I'm going to go ahead and dab that in the middle. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's that actually helps to brighten it. And I wish that these other colors weren't unsafe for the eyes, because I would have really liked using it, and I should have checked on that first. And I might have changed my mind about buying it if I noticed that. But yeah, okay. And I'm gonna blend this, and I will go ahead and use the same brush, number 15, the large fluffy that I used to blend the other colors, because I don't want to muddy this part. And the good thing is these are so easy to blend though, as you notice, and you don't want to like go over, because then you're gonna lose your darkness, but you just want to kind of like tap around it, so that way, you know, you keep your darkness. And you also, what makes it really interesting is that now the shift is really much nicer. Yeah, I like that. And I am going to, I'm running out of brushes here. I will go ahead and take my 21 brush by Ripper. And this is actually designed to use for like, yeah, I can use cream or whatever, any powder, cream. It's best for creams, but what I want to do is I want to hit the 0 here. 0, and I'm going to put that under my brows to kind of brighten up the look. Yeah, let's see the pigment. Oh, wait a minute, it's a shimmer. Okay, I thought it was a matte, but okay, let's see what happens. Oh, this is actually really pretty. A little bit too white for this spot, I think, but let's see. Let me see if I can blend it down. Whoa, okay. Well, we'll work with it. Wow, that is kind of bright. You see that? This side especially. So let me go ahead and wipe this. I'll use this fluffy brush here and just kind of like blend it in. And this one here is number 1, 01. It's same as the 05, but it's smaller. Okay. This side wasn't too bad. I didn't hit it too hard this side. Interesting. It looks kind of muddy to me, but let's see once I put all my face on and let my eyeshadow settle, and then I will go ahead and come back and tell you what I think about it, okay? So I'll be right back. Okay, my beautiful wildflowers, here's the finished look. And I will, as usual, go over what I used today. And being that this was a feature for the eyeshadow, I didn't do the whole look for you. Okay, so first of all, the first thing I used, and I am trying to go back into my stock and use things that you have not seen me use or rarely see me use, okay? And so the first thing is foundation. And this is by Bobbi Brown. And you know, I had forgotten how much I do enjoy this foundation. It is a serum foundation, and it has hyaluronic acid along with other beauty products in here, or skincare products, I should say. And it is SPF 40, I believe. Yes, it is SPF 40, and it is broad spectrum, and it's called Intensive Skin Serum Foundation. And it has, let me see, does it say anything here? Yeah, it has cordyceps, bamboo grass, and lychee extracts, as well as hyaluronic acid. So yeah, here it is. I hope I got that in focus for you guys, okay? And I do like it, and she does have these in many shades. It's a broad range, and I do love it. I usually use these in the winter, and now I think it's time for me to pull that out, okay? And as far as my, let's finish with the eyes. I did use a Lancome. It's a purple eyeliner underneath, and this has the little spongy thing on the end of it so you can smudge it. Smudger, spongy thingy. Yeah. And here's the shade right here. Let's see if I can pull that up a little bit. And there it is. And I did put that a little bit underneath to pick up the colors up top of the duochrome. So that's what I did. And next, as usual, this is one thing that you're probably never going to stop seeing me use because it is my favorite, and I don't own any other. I have one other waterproof mascara, and this is my MAC, and I need to order more because I just noticed I'm like totally running out of it. The brush is like almost dry. I'm like, oh my God. So you see, and it does come with a nice rod, and it separates, and I love it. Okay, and next we'll go ahead and move on over to the powder. I did powder my face, and what I used was something that came in one of my boxes, and I believe this was a BeautyFix item, but it's one of my beauty boxes, and it's by Terry. You've seen me use the compact by Terry one that I totally love. It's a powder with hyaluronic acid, but this one is actually a loose powder. And it actually is a lot easier to use than the compact, believe it or not, but it makes a mess. That's why I don't usually prefer powders, and I rather have it in a compact, and it's like this and like that. But again, very good product, and I've really been loving By Terry products. They're a little bit expensive, but they are really worth it. And this has skincare, hyaluronic acid, and a powder. So yeah, it's worth it for me. And next, this is another one you probably haven't seen me use in a while, but I do use these two shades, and these are my go-to shades, and it's by NARS. It's my blush and my bronzer, and this is all in one, and this was actually in my Chic box, and I remember that. And this is the famous Laguna, and this is the famous Orgasm. And matter of fact, I mean, you know, it came both together, which I was really excited about. So yeah, and that's what I used. Bronze a little bit here, and then I followed it with, you know how I wear my blush very high here. I don't come down here. I don't come down here. I keep it pretty much right in this area, and I swear it migrates. Either that or my face just totally drops because it ends up in the right place. But I do come a little close to my eyes here. as well. Okay, and then this is a product that started it all, right? And highlighter. And it's by Hourglass. And at one point, this is about the only highlighter that you could find on a market. Oh, it's definitely mirrored there. And it's beautiful. And here it is. And they did come out with like a bigger one, but the shades are so very limited with Hourglass that, especially with highlighters, that not everybody's going to be able to get a shade that works for them. And this one here is actually Incandescent Strobe Light, and it's Ambient is the shade name. And so, yeah, and this is something that I used to use a lot, and I've gone through, I'm going to say 3 of these in my lifetime, because this, like I said, at one time, that's all they had, right? So yeah, but now I have so many other brands that I like. So I haven't used this in so long. And yeah. But I needed to use it for you guys. And then this one here came as a, it was from my last year's advent calendar. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury. It's called a lip cheat. And it is a lip liner, and I decided to do a lip liner for Elise because she did ask about it on one of the comments. Do you not use the lip liner? Well, yeah, I'm not really good at keeping in lines, but this is perfect because look at the shade. You really can't mess this up, and it's called Pillow Talk, and I do like it, and so I decided to go ahead and use it because if I go out of the lines, it's not like red where you totally mess up your face, but this one I can get away with. And then the last item is, again, a box item that you just recently saw me unbox, which is a Macy's box, and it featured Yves Saint Laurent. And here is the Yves Saint Laurent lipstick, and you guys know I, goo goo gaga'd over it. And here's the shade right here, and that is the color I am wearing on my lips today. And as I suspected, I love it. And their texture for lipstick is just so nice. It's like Armani. It's not sticky and it's not oily. It's just really creamy, but not overly creamy. I don't know if you know what I mean. It's just very sleek, and I like that feel. So that's that. Okay, so what did I think about the palette? Okay, Colourpop. And I'll be totally honest with you, I am not impressed. Sorry guys, and you know I used to goo goo gaga over Colourpop, and I just have to be honest, and I really truly wanted to love this palette because I love, Jack and Sally and Zero, and so, but the thing is, it didn't do what I expected it to do, but it did do a couple of things that I don't like, but I expected it, and there's a lot of kick up, guys, and not only that, this one here, which is pumpkin, what is it called? Pumpkin patch, yeah. This one here left a huge fallout. And I applied that with my fingers in a tapping motion, so it shouldn't have really fallen out, but it really did. But the other colors, as you notice the kick ups, you could tell by looking at this palette which ones I used, because you can see all of the kick up on the products, right? And this one here I was able to smooth out because it is more creamy dual cream, here I go again, dual chrome. So I was able to kind of like tap it back down so that way it doesn't, flake off. But like I said, this one here had kick up. Not only that, it had a huge fallout. And just to give you an idea how I remove a hint here, fallout is I take a flat Q-tip. I don't know if you've ever seen those. It comes with the one side is flat, the other side is really sharp. And I actually put primer on there, and then I tap it off, and it comes right off. It wipes right off, because otherwise if you rub, you're gonna get color pigment on your skin. And another thing too about this palette, I'm really disappointed that the colors, the usable colors, the beautiful bright colors that I noticed are all pigments, and they're not safe for the eyes. And there are certain companies, I'm not gonna lie, certain company pigments I do use. And that's because I have already tested it, and I like to patch test everything, and I just unboxed this for you guys, and I don't want to put it near my eyes before I patch test. And when I use pigments like let me see, the most popular one would be the Norvina palettes. I take those pigments and I actually put them like behind my ears on both sides, and I put like a little bit of tape and kind of walk around all day with it to see what happens. I take it off and then I take a look. I take a picture of it actually because I can't see back there. And I look to make sure that there is no redness, there's no sores developing and things like that, because you have to be careful with pigments and they have different ingredients in them. So if you're going to use pigments, I'm not saying don't use it, but do patch test it and make sure that it's okay. As I said, I just unboxed this for you guys, so I didn't have an opportunity to do that. So I wasn't willing to take a chance, because all it takes is just that one time and you say, God, I wish I would have done that. And, you know, then you're dealing with sore irritation. So, yeah, sorry about that. What I can do, though, is for the future, I'll go ahead and patch test these. And then if it works out, I'll go ahead and do another look for you sometime in the future, okay? But like I said, not very impressed. I mean, these colors are not unique. This combination is even not really unique, because I can pull out one of my Natasha Denona palettes and I'm going to have the same combination. The Love palette has majority of these. And if not that one, I can also pull out another one, and yeah, a retro similar, right? And yeah, did I need to spend the money for this one? No, but I wanted to, because I wanted to try and see what it was like, and especially because I love these characters. But am I going to do that again? No. Again, I am putting Colourpop on hiatus. But I am definitely interested in trying this cream duochrome, because I used the Natasha Denona's, what is that one? It's a liquid, but it comes with a applicator, and I love the shade. And it's this one here. It's the identical shade. The problem is that one actually feels cakey, and it leaves such deep lines in my eyelid that I can't use it. And I thought maybe this would be a thinner form of it, and I'll go ahead and try it and see if it works for me, and I'll get back to you on that, okay? Alrighty, my beautiful wildflowers, but hold on one second, okay, because it's not the end. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, to be fair to Colourpop, at one time, I mean, I really, truly did love their products. I don't know if they've gotten worse, or it's just that I'm over it, because it's the same thing over and over again, except for with a different container. So one of my favorite one is called Yes Please. And this is the old formula. And if I remember right, there is no pigment in this one. You see, there are no pigments. So that way it's all eye safe. And this is what it looks like. And it's a very nice neutral, but it has, oh, I love the shimmer on this one. This one here, similar to what I just used, but this one doesn't have to fall out. As you notice, I've used this palette, but look at it. It doesn't, you can't tell. I've used it several times because there's, I mean, it didn't kick up like it used to, but this is one of their original ones. But the thing is, I have two. Okay, this is one that I never ever used, and I really want somebody to have it. And so I am going to go ahead and put this up for a giveaway, because like I said, make sure I don't get, okay, this one's empty. I have two, and I'm enjoying one, so I'm willing to give one of these to you guys. And if you would just go ahead and in the comments, use the word yes. Y-E-S. Yes. Just that word. Okay? And that will be a secret word. So that way, when I pick the winner, I will use that. Okay? And please follow the rules. But unfortunately, guys, I hate to do this to you, but I have to make this within the United States. I cannot ship out overseas. I recently shipped something overseas, and it was almost $50, and that's just really undoable. And instead, I would rather save the money and possibly give away a gift card instead for the international people in the future. But for this giveaway, since I am giving away this specific palette, please forgive me. But yeah, and so you must be still 18 and older to participate, and please have an address in the US. And if you live outside of the country, but you have a shipping address in the US, you can do that and have them ship it to you or bring it to you if they're coming to visit you, okay? And also, this will run for maybe about a week or so. I never like to give an exact date because my schedule changes, my day job changes. And so, yeah, but it shouldn't be any longer than 2 weeks. If it's over a week, it's going to be a little just, okay? and sometimes it's before. So, alrighty, my beautiful wildflowers. I'm sorry this video is so long, but if I added any value, please do hit like. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to be part of this giveaway, you have to be publicly subscribed to me. So might as well hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and select all so you know every time I upload a brand new video. Okay, my beautiful wildflowers. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys are enjoying your week. But anyway, have a good day, a good night, a good week, or good weekend. And it does not matter when you're watching this. But just remember, in a field of roses, be a wildflower and never sweat the small stuff. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.